Well, if you're one of the tens of thousands of passengers who use Waterloo Station every day, you'll know exactly how overcrowded it gets. So to help ease the problem, longer trains are to be used while the forgotten platforms at Waterloo International will come back into operation. Here's our transport correspondent, Tom Edwards.
It's the busiest station in the country. 1,700 trains a day go in and out. And in rush hour, it's frantic. 210 million passengers a year use this part of the rail network. And on the services into Waterloo, some of the most crowded in the country, it can be a real struggle.
It's difficult to get a seat. There's always trains, but it's difficult to get a seat.
It's a bit like herding cattle. You know, I don't think the EU would allow that to happen if they saw what was going on, really, you know, so it's not ideal.
A spot-on service for the millions who work in London.
Waterloo Station was never designed for so many passengers. The problem is the number of travellers using the station is forecast to nearly double by 2030.
Spotlight on the new Battle of Waterloo. The battle against time to get new lines laid without upsetting the passenger timetable of one of London's busiest stations.
Those challenges remain today. Over the next 6 years, the operator wants to increase capacity here. That means more 10-car carriages, longer platforms, and from next spring, after years of closure, the old Waterloo International platforms will be brought back into use. Will they see a discernible difference? Some of your routes obviously feature a lot in the top 10 of most crowded routes.
Well, that's a real challenge because we know that actually there is suppressed demand. More people would like to use our services than can currently in some of the peak hours. So as we grow the railway, inevitably more people want to use it. So I can't pledge that this is going to solve overcrowding because in many respects this will allow people to continue to travel, but I do hope it will provide a better environment.
As the railways get busier, providing extra capacity will become more of a challenge for all of the capital stations. The long-term solution to ease congestion, the industry says, is to build more lines. Tom Edwards, BBC London News, Waterloo.
The fifth Ashes Test